It says, listen to the United fans panel. I mean, there's only two of us here when we were speaking. KJ is just miserable. I don't know what it is with KJ. Maybe he had to do some gardening today. I don't know.
No, it's not that. It's literally just today is like so I'm not gonna blame Ten Hag overly for today. Like Arsenal are a better team than us. We expected them to win anyway, and the game plan from the start of the game was pretty much clear. For once, we have a clear game plan of how we are potentially going to succeed, and the players weren't good enough today. So I'm not really frustrated at Ten Hag about that, but it's just the way that we're toothless in attack. It's not inspiring, you know. Like we're getting this pity kind of props from rivals and people saying, "Oh, we didn't get back. Well done, pat on the head. You didn't get battered. You had a good midfield for us."
No, I get that. I get that.
But there's a reason for that, KJ. The reason why.
Yeah, I know. But the thing is, I know the reason is because we're really bad.
You're getting pity because you're a pitiful club. That's the reality right now. So, like, what else you want us to say? You want to sit up here and be fake? Like, everyone expected Arsenal to slap the shit out of Man United. So it's normal.
But you guys also
if you need to lose 1-0 to pat you on the back and say, "Well done, good job." Like, what do you want me to say? This is the reality.
I just want you guys to say the truth. That we were crap, bro. That's all I want to hear because we weren't.
Yeah,
good.
no, but you weren't crap.
You weren't crap.
You weren't crap, KJ. You weren't crap.
Do you see our attack? That wasn't crap.
Yeah.
You see our build up towards the goal? That wasn't crap.
KJ, your attack has been crap all year long. First of all, big up to you guys. You get me? Even though Terry forgot my name, I've only been on the terrace for 3 years now. Big up the chat, like and subscribe. So anyway, I think I actually agree with what Terry said. I actually think United do deserve credit for that game, from a defensive perspective at least, because Arsenal didn't create enough chances to slap you. Like Arsenal did not create. Forget them missing chances. Like the Liverpool game, obviously we created a whole lot of chances, but we missed them. That's when you go like, okay, United were exposed at the back, blah blah blah, but you got the result. But Arsenal today, they did what they had to do. I agree as well with Mo's take. I don't know what Saad is waffling about. I'll be honest with you. Like you haven't won at Old Trafford recently in a long time. You've won like 4 wins in the last like 20 years or something. So obviously it's a stadium where you don't do well in. So I understand what you're saying. Why doesn't matter? It doesn't. You're the same guy. Me and you are the same people that are relying on Spurs to beat City just because based on history. So history matters. You get me? Come on, you Spurs, this Tuesday. Me and you will make peace. Just get something against City this Tuesday. But anyway, today is a game where Arsenal just needed to win. Today is not about making up goal difference. But you can make up goal difference against Everton at home. Because the same way that they play West Ham at home and they're on the beach, well, guess what? You play Everton at home and they're also on the beach. Everton they're not fighting for anything. They've already guaranteed safety. It's not like they're trying to, make sure that they're safe. It's not like they're fighting for Europe. They have nothing to fight for either. So just like West Ham have nothing to fight for, Everton have nothing to fight for. And if you need to spend money, make up the goal difference at the end, you can make it up against Everton. Old Trafford is not the game that you look at and go like, you know what, this is the game that we're going to score 4 goals. And when you look at games like the Palace game, and even when they've been slapped by Bournemouth or Fulham or whoever, that's different. In big games, the pressure is different. The way that they play is different. Even the Man United players, they turn up differently. Man United players, whether you like it or not, this season have turned up in the big game because there's pressure. There's pressure to turn up, and they play for their pride. Listen, whether you like it or not, it's just
listen.
They turned up so well. KJ and Man City, they played like prime Barcelona. Against Manchester City, they played like prime Barcelona. Or like this Man United team were going crazy against Manchester City. That's one.
Yeah, they played well.
That they played well against.
Even the game at the Emirates.
Get out of here!
It's a myth. This turn up for big games is a myth this season. We only turn up for 3 games this season: Liverpool, Chelsea. And that was so it's a myth.
KJ, I'm not like, I'm a bit annoyed with KJ's negativity today. I was thinking your message you sent me earlier, KJ, like we're so boring, I didn't think we were that bad to the KJ. You've annoyed me this much. You're getting this in the post. P45 is on its way, brother. It's coming. The P45 is coming. The negativity is crazy. And do you know what I like about it though? People goes, KJ always just agrees with Terry because it's his job. Idiots. Absolute idiots. Brandon, obviously, important win today. There's probably not much to talk about performance-wise other than how good you were defensively. And I wanted to ask you about that. Saliba and Gabriel admitted from any opportunity of winning player of the year, put in another masterclass today at the back. How good are those two?
No, they're exceptional, Tell. They have been all season. There's a reason why Arsenal have the best team, best defense in the league, not the best team, sorry, the best defense in the league. And statistically, it backs it up. And, once again, they showed again today why they are the best defensive partnership in the league. And, it's a bit like what Giuseppe was saying. If we're not playing well, we can rely on our defensive players to, make sure we get a result. And that's kind of what we did today. And I don't want to hear Arsenal fans saying about this, goal difference, that. It doesn't really matter. Old Trafford's not the game for it. I disagree with that. Yeah. I'm happy, obviously. I'm happy because for the first time in a very, very long time, it's going to go to the last game of the season and Arsenal still have a chance of winning the league. This is the first time in a long time that Arsenal have a chance of winning the league on the last day of the season.
You don't sound happy at all, by the way. That's all.
However, I am a little disappointed because
here it comes.
I am a little disappointed because, with the goal difference side of things, at the moment it stands at 3, which, it still gives us a little cushion. But I just look at this Man United team. They're, absolutely decimated at the back. There's, with Johnny Evans and Casemiro. Are you telling me we couldn't have created a few more chances against them two? Do you know what I mean? Like, I look at it and I'm a little bit disappointed because after the goal, I kind of felt like we could have put our foot on the gas. We could have upped the tempo a little bit. We could have scored a few more goals. We was very. I don't really think we upped the tempo at all in that game, and we did kind of allow Man United to have the ball and sit back and allow our defence to do its job, which is fine, because at the end of the day, the 3 points is all that matters. But I also think to myself, could we have got the goal difference scenario to not be a scenario on the last day? Potentially. Well, I think we could, because this is the worst Man United team. And the statistics tell you the same as well, because this is the worst season that Man United have had since the late 70s. So everything lines up to me to say, look, I'm not saying 4, 5 and 6. I'm just saying we could have probably done with a couple more goals, because let's be real, right? Everybody's saying, yeah, but Everton's the game to do that. I think people are forgetting that there's a reason, and yes, they're on the beach. I get that. But there's a reason why Jordan Pickford, up until last week, was in with a shout of getting the Golden Glove, right? So Everton are not an easy team to put 4, 5, 6 goals past, right? Because they've kept a hell of a lot of clean sheets this season, right? They have. West Ham, on the other hand, who Man City will be playing on the final day at home, have been slapped 4, 5 and 6 on numerous occasions this season, and very, very recently as well. So that is a game where I look at and think, yes, if Man City need to make up the goal difference, they can beat them 4, 5 and 6. Can Arsenal beat Everton at home 4, 5 and 6? We'd all sit here and say, yes, we'd expect to. But when you look at the statistics as well, how often have Everton been slapped up this season? Not very. So I look on this game and I think, okay, it's away at Old Trafford. We haven't won there for a long time. But this is a decimated Man United team that's been very, very poor this season. And I expected us to score a couple more goals and make it a bit more comfortable so that goal difference doesn't play a factor no more. Because it's potentially there, right? Because let's be honest, City have got 2 games left. I don't think any of us expect City to drop points. But if they do drop points, let's be honest, they're not going to lose a game. If they drop points, it's going to be a draw. So then all of a sudden, goal difference does play a factor. And I just look at that City team and think, can they slap West Ham 6 at home? Yes, they can. Can Arsenal do the same to Everton? I'm not so sure. I know we did it last season, but this isn't the same Everton. I
hear what you're saying there. Dennis, welcome back to the show, mate. Do you agree with that take from Brandon?
Bro, like a few weeks ago, goal difference was basically, it was clear for us. Now it's 3. Bro, we won the game, man. Like, I think going to Old Trafford, I don't care if United decimates. And by the way, they are. I don't think we played well today, by the way. I think it was a bad performance from Arsenal. I do think a half-decent side probably does win this game or at least get a point. But the main thing is we won the game. Old Trafford's never an easy place to go to. Ask Liverpool that. They were pumping United in the first half. Yeah, they still came out with a 2-2 draw. So for me, we got the 3 points. That's all that matters in that respect. Our defense came through big time with the defensive masterclass, because going forward, we were not really stringing passes together whatsoever. And that's the main thing, bro. Because as they say, attack wins games, defense wins championships. We've obviously won this game here today, and we've taken it to the final game of the season. That's all I can ask for. Every single Arsenal fan on this panel, if you told them at the start of the season, whatever happens, last game of the year, you've got a chance to win this title, would you take it? Every Arsenal fan would have. And we're there. We're in the moment. The players are ready for it. The manager's ready for it, because Arsenal could have lost this game today or dropped points today. Given what happened with Man City yesterday against Fulham, it would have been easy for Arsenal to basically think it's over, crumble a little bit. It's a pressurized game. And let's not forget that every game you get closer towards the title, the pressure mounts on every single one of those games. Like City have a lot of pressure already, make no mistake about it. But now there's even more pressure going into the Tottenham game, more pressure going into the West Ham game afterwards, because there's thinner and thinner margin for error because there's less time to make up the ground on each other. So for me, look, like I said before, Arsenal's taking it to the final game this season. That's all I care about at this stage. Goal difference doesn't really matter to me right now. Look, if it comes down to goal difference, we lose the title on goal difference, so be it, man. So be it. That's, in my opinion, that's in God's hands right there. For me, I'm looking at the points on the board. That's the main thing. Job done. We got the 1-0 win. Not the greatest performance, but we got the win.